and welcome to Vinyl. We're doing a special Memorial Day posting, but we're going to do things a little bit differently.
We'll change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not forever, but see how it goes. This time we're going to start with the record first, and it is the Drive-By Truckers with their album Decoration Day. You might not know, but in the South, they call Memorial Day Decoration Day, and that's because that's the day when, especially people in the country, drive out to their families' graves and put flowers on their graves. It's kind of nice. If you don't know the Drive-By Truckers, they are one of the premier Southern rock bands of the last decade, maybe even 15 years. From humble beginnings, playing in bars like Star Bar in Atlanta and all over the South, they've built up a huge following, cutting album after album, going on tour near constantly. And if you haven't ever caught them live, they're one of the best live acts out there. But this album is from 2003, and what makes this special is it was kind of a turning point for the band. It's when they brought in a young fella named Jason Isbell into the fold to join songwriter, guitarist Patterson Hood and Steve Coley, who started the band. Isbell was not just another guitar player, but also a very talented songwriter, so kind of created a three-headed monster of guitar attack and songwriting talent. With this album, they really expanded their sound.
This is him singing.
Yeah, he's actually singing this song. So in this album, they really expanded their sound. They also kind of just grew into their music and their sound a little bit, and really started to explore some new musical directions. And it really captures just all of the South in a way that no one else sings about it. All the passions of in little mini short stories of, for example, like a farmer who kills a banker to save his family farm, or a groom that runs away with a maid of honor on their wedding day.
Interesting. Or
Southern gangsters who battle each other, like the Hatfields and the McCoys. It's all there, and it's hard, but the songwriting is very beautiful, and it's just a voice like no other. And what are we pairing this selection
with? Well, this was a tough one because Southern rock, you don't really think about wine. When you're listening to Southern rock, you really want beer or whiskey.
Which they pass around a bottle of Jack Daniels at every live show, but it's a little obvious.
Yes, it is.
And
Derek actually came up with the idea of doing a Viognier, which I thought was kind of intriguing, because this record is, Decoration Day. It's about Memorial Day, and it's this time of year, summer's beginning. It's
the gateway to summer.
For picnics. Yeah, exactly. And Viognier is a very kind of intoxicating wine. The aromas are all, fruit and floral, and, it's kind of the same as those intoxicating aromas of springtime and, those first picnics. And yeah, it actually is a really nice pair, I think. And this one...
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall. And this one, we
We're
haven't tried before.
Here, folks.
But this is an importer. We've done one of his wines before, John David Hedrick out of North Carolina. And he does almost exclusively kind of sustainable and organic wines from France. And this is one of those. It's from the Rhone, specifically an area called Côte de Liboron, or it might be Côte de Ventoux. All those coats. Well, either way, they're both.
A coat of many colors.
Yeah, either way, it's in the southern part of the Rhone, and this is a small kind of a project where they buy the grapes from sustainable vineyards. This is 100% Viognier. It's from a very high altitude in the Luberon Mountains, so that's going to give it a lot of character, hopefully. Nice. You can see that, this is a really dark yellow color. It's really golden.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wine's a little bit cold because we just took it out of the fridge, but you definitely get the beginnings of what smells like. There's like pear, there's
a lot
like
of honey in
peach,
it.
yeah, honey definitely, almost like a lychee note as well. And something very floral, like white flowers.
Dare I say, dogwood blossom?
Dare you? Perhaps. Really nice on the palate. It's nice and full. You get all that fruit. More like appley fruit. Definitely that honey. I think that will evolve and change as the wine warms up a little bit in the glass. But
one thing I noticed
really
about it
nice.
is it's not a thin wine. It's
No.
got a syrupy.
Yeah, Viognier tends to be a fuller bodied wine. But what's great about Viognier is there's so much flavor, there's so much character, so much aroma, but it's dry. It's a dry wine.
Yeah, no, it stands up for sure.
So yeah, I think it's a nice pair. A little Viognier with some southern rock and roll.
Kind of contains all of the strength and muscle of the music, but the suppleness that's in the lyrics and songwriting.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, baby. And also one other note, Jason Isbell, whom we heard, is no longer with the band, but he's now has his own band. It's called Jason Isbell and 400 Unit, and they're equally a great show. If you get a chance to see either the Drive-By Truckers or Jason Isbell live, don't miss the opportunity.
All right.
Right on, baby.
Cheers.
One more time.